friends, thanks for watching. As you see in the title, I am pregnant. I am so happy to be pregnant. It is such an exciting time for us. Right now I'm currently 10 weeks pregnant, but by the time you guys are seeing this video, I'm probably 12 weeks, just because Justin and I like to share at 12 weeks. We did the same. We hid my pregnancy for 3 months before we shared it with Liam. I just feel like it's safer because I wanted to make sure I had my first baby's appointment. I got to see an ultrasound, just know that the baby is healthy. Baby is healthy. I had my first doctor's appointment when I was 8 weeks pregnant, and that's when I knew like I was 8 weeks, because I really didn't know how many weeks I was like prior to that. But we're just so happy, and we just wanted to be very careful, and like, because you know I miscarried earlier this year, and that was really tough for me, that when I had my first doctor's appointment, I started bawling when I saw the baby, you know, the ultrasound, and I heard the baby's heartbeat. Like, it just made it feel so real. Like, because before that, I just didn't feel like it was real yet. Like, am I really finally pregnant? Because, you know, Justin and we were trying, and I, like, I knew I was pregnant the moment, like, TMI, but I'm also wanting to share, like, my pregnancy update up until 10 weeks. So the moment I knew I was pregnant was when my nipples started being sensitive, and like I stopped breastfeeding Liam a while ago, so I was like, definitely has nothing to do with breastfeeding anymore. So I was like, oh my gosh, could I be pregnant? So that was really exciting. And then I started being this crazy cuckoo lady. I went on Amazon and I was buying these like pregnancy tests, you know. They were like the cheap strip ones that you could like barely see, and like I was taking a test like nearly every day when I thought that I was pregnant, and it just wasn't really showing up until one day like there was like a faint line. And so the next week I bought like a pregnancy test that would just say pregnant or not pregnant, because I just wanted it to do that instead of like those little faint lines and stuff. And that's when we finally knew. And it was cool because my pregnancy test said that I was like 2 to 3 weeks pregnant at the time when we, like, I don't even know how it can tell how far along I was, but that's what the pregnancy test said. So at the time I found out, I was around 2 to 3 weeks. So the symptoms that I've been having, you know, the nipple sensitivity, like I mentioned. I started getting really bad nausea and like weird dizziness. I kind of knew the moment I was pregnant was when I flew to LA and I visited my grandmother. It was her birthday and it was a weekend, and I remember I was so like, I had so much nausea and I was dizzy, and like I had this weird ear thing, and I was like, oh, maybe it's from flying, but I was all like, that never happens. I don't understand this. So I just felt like tired all the time. I would fall asleep in the car. It was really weird. I was also having really vivid dreams that I was pregnant, and like really vivid dreams of like a newborn baby. Like, I don't even know why I started dreaming of babies, and that's when I was thinking, oh my gosh, I could be pregnant. So the first couple of weeks up until like the 7th week, I had the worst nausea. Like, it was so bad that sometimes it was hard for me to get up, but I always did, because like, you know, I was always pushing myself, because I was like, I need to get up. I need to make breakfast for Liam. Like, I can't just stay in bed, you know what I mean? But the nausea was so bad that sometimes I felt like I would rather vomit than have this constant nausea, because like when women like have nausea and they vomit, like there's some kind of relief, right? Like you feel better after you vomit, but this like was just constant nausea all day, wouldn't go away. It was terrible, and I was so tired. Like, I would want to take a nap whenever Liam took his nap, and I would because I really needed it. The first couple of weeks, I remember the nausea was so bad that it made me grumpy. Like, I was just mad at being sick all the time. And then that kind of went away. But one thing that like I still am is super emotional. Like commercials, romantic things, like anything gets my heart. It gets to me so much more. I start crying over like the smallest things, but they're all good things, you know what I mean? Like, being emotional is not something to, you know, feel bad about. So when I first found out I was pregnant, I had these weird emotions like, I'm not sure if Liam is okay with the fact that he's not going to be the only one. I don't want Liam to feel like he's loved any less because he is our whole world. Like Justin and I love him so much that I didn't want him to think anything, you know. So we started buying him books about I'm gonna be a big brother, and just telling him about the baby. We called the baby Blueberry, because at the time I was like reading something, I think it was like on Baby Center, it said something like, oh, your baby is the size of a blueberry, and I was like, that's cute, baby Blueberry. So that just kind of stuck. But yeah, Liam, you know, I worry about him because I don't want him to feel a certain way or to feel sad. I think it's normal for, you know, parents to feel nervous about having a second child when all you've ever known was having your first child, is especially like wondering like how your first child's going to feel, but I'm gonna make sure that Liam feels loved, and the books they're definitely helping him, and he's just been so great. He hugs my belly and kisses my belly, and I think it's amazing that like a 2-year-old understands that there's a baby inside my stomach. Like weird stuff, but when I was pregnant, you know, in the beginning of the year, before I miscarried, Liam knew I had a baby. Like he would lift his shirt and show me his stomach. He would like say baby, and I was like, no, there's no baby, because I didn't know I was pregnant at the time. But yeah, but just a little sidetrack, but like kids know way more than we think they know. Another weird thing, you guys, I've been getting these really weird sinus pressure, and I remember getting that when I had Liam, but like it's way too early. I was like, what the heck is going on? Why is this happening so early? Because I remember it was tough. So far at 10 weeks, I don't really have any cravings. It's so funny because I remember when I first was pregnant with Liam, I had cravings like right away. The moment I knew I was pregnant, I started craving the whole dang world of food. But I think now it was mind over matter. Like now I don't crave for anything, but there are certain foods and smells I cannot handle. Like this one is weird. You guys know I love me some coffee, but I hate coffee now. I hate the way it smells. I can't stand it when Justin brews some coffee. I hate it. Like I can't even drink it. And I didn't know that until like 6 weeks, and I cut coffee out. Like I stopped drinking it, and ever since my nausea went away, because a lot of nausea is caused by like certain smells, and I'm so glad I found out, because now I feel so much better. I had like 3 days of headaches because, you know, when you cut off coffee your body adjusts, and the headaches were terrible. But after that, I don't need coffee. I like the idea of coffee, but I don't really need it anymore, and I love that. I love that so much. I mean, maybe one day I'll go back to drinking coffee, but right now I'm just happy without it. And I also don't like bacon, which is really weird because I loved bacon when I was pregnant with Liam. Hate the smell. It makes me sick just thinking about it. Like you guys see my face, like I can't. Things that make me feel better, like when I'm feeling sick, I love eating bananas. I love watermelon. Lately, this is really weird, but I wouldn't really call it a craving, or maybe it is my first craving, but I like salads. I like things that crunch. My favorite salad would be like a cucumber salad with rice vinegar, sesame oil. I think the teragashi, I don't know how to say it, but like it's like a spice that you add and then you just mix it, let it marinate. Oh, it's so good. I also like pickles, kimchi. I always love pickles though, so that's like not a pregnancy thing. I always love pickles. Oh, it's so weird though. I've been getting like the weirdest dry patches on my skin. I feel like my skin type is changing because I'm always an oily skin type. Like my face is always oily, but recently like I've been having like the weirdest patches, and I'm thinking, is it fall or is it the pregnancy? So that I don't know. But one thing that I noticed like right away was I'm getting, I think it's called melasma. It's called like the pregnancy mass, where like there's dark patches of your skin, especially around the cheek area. And when I wash my face at night and I look at my face, I'm like, whoa, like what's going on? Like why are there dark patches? So I googled it and I found out it's called melasma. It's something that is normal. I'm not sure if it goes away though, but I hope that it does, because my skin just looks a little different. So at 8 to 10 weeks, I have been feeling good. Like I have less fatigue, so I don't have to nap during the day at all anymore. I don't have my nausea as much, especially since getting rid of coffee. And like when Justin makes it, I just like can't be near him. Coffee just still makes me very sick just to smell, so I try to stay away from that. But I've been feeling better. Like once I hit like the 8 week, it just felt so much better. But don't get it twisted. I still get like nausea and dizziness like 2 times out of a week. So it's, to me, it's not as bad as it used to be, because it used to be every single day. So before I got pregnant, I weighed myself and I was 112, and I never really lost all my baby weight when I had Liam. So I was 112, and then I weighed myself today. I weigh 122, so I already gained 10 pounds. Like, that is not good. I'm only 10 weeks right now, so I don't even know what's going on, but yeah, I already gained 10 pounds. I think it shows more like on my face and also my thighs and my belly. So it's not just going on the belly, it's going everywhere. So this top is kind of loose, so you can't really see my belly bump because I've been hiding it forever, but this is it. Like, hold on, let me try and make it tighter. I don't really think I've really popped, but there is a belly right there. This is my 10-week baby bump. So this has nothing to do with my pregnancy symptoms or anything, but it happened around, I would say, August. I started seeing white butterflies everywhere, and even in the weirdest places. Like, one time I was walking down the street in San Francisco. You barely see butterflies in San Francisco. Like, you're just crossing the street, I see a white butterfly. I see them everywhere, like random places. So I was like, what the heck is going on? I Googled, because I be Googling everything. I Googled it, and I saw that white butterfly symbolizes a child's soul. I was like, and that was weird, because before I even researched that, I was telling Justin, like, honey, I think the white butterflies is a sign from the baby that we lost, you know. And when I Googled it, I started bawling my eyes out. Trust, you guys, I cried before I filmed this, just because, like, I had to just let it out, because you guys know I'm a crybaby on camera all the time. Like, but I'm not even gonna cry anymore. But yeah, that's what I found out. So in some weird way, I'm thinking that the butterflies is just like the baby that I lost saying hello, or I have no clue. Like, I don't know, but it happened around the time that I got pregnant. So it was just weird, and I thought I'd share, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to start thinking I'm cuckoo kachuki, but that's okay. But those are my symptoms. I'm just so happy. I feel so grateful and so blessed to be having another baby, to be healthy during this pregnancy. I don't even know how to describe my emotions. It's just a lot of mixed emotions going on, but I'm so glad I can finally share it with you guys. Thank you, friends, so much for watching. I vlog, so if you guys want to check out my vlog, it's April Justin TV. I also have a cooking channel, Cook with April, if you want to check that out, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!